Okay, I am so excited about this. We can consider this the official unboxing of the practice journal from Spark Practice. I have been working on this for probably years, but I've been sketching out what this product and this journal is going to look like since like almost 6 months now. So I'm so excited. It's finally here. Look at it. It's so pretty. Today I'm going to be showing you what it looks like on an iPad mini. So that's why my hand is enormous. It also works on iPad. It works on Android. So any tablet that you have, it should work. If it doesn't, let me know and we'll fix it. Okay, so this is the cover. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And we can go to page 2. Now, page 2 is how to use the journal, and it goes through a couple different categories, and you'll see that the categories are again lined up over here on the side. So I tried to keep everything as like logical as possible, even though we go pretty in depth and there are a lot of resources packed into this planner, in this journal. Okay, so the first part is just like basic setup. Welcome to Spark Practice. There's an about page. There's an exercise about core authentic values. There's 100 days of Spark Practice, like general tracker sheet. And then you transfer your core authentic values and your intention to the 100-day tracker and the me view page, which is sort of your personal reflection as you embark on this project, blah, blah, blah. And all of these relate to these tabs over here. So the spark, the lightning bolt, it'll take you to your general 100 days page. Now this is actually day 3. I haven't checked off day 2 yet, which I did. So I can just go into edit and I can just be like, ta-da, I did that, little star. If I go into the edit section, I can write on it if you have a stylus, or you can just scroll through even more easily with the view only or little hand. If you go into the edit with a stylus, you can absolutely still click through everything, but it'll take you to a link that then you click on. Whereas if you're in the little hand part, you'll just go directly there. So, oops, that's not it. So we can always go back to this page with the lightning bolt. The next big section is Spark Practice, and it'll take you to this page with your favorite practice strategies, but also you have another page that's linked to on that main page that we looked at first, which tells you kind of about Spark Practice, how it works, what are, the zones of excellence, what are the pillars, and a little bit about the Spark Practice formula. Again, all of this is also available on the Spark Practice website, and a lot of this basic information is totally free, so you can go check it out there too. So then over here, we have this tab that says me, and that's where you are going to get to know yourself a little bit. From that initial page, which is page 2, and you can always come back to it by clicking on the Spark Practice logo, so that you're never going to be lost in the journal, and you're never going to be lost in sort of the activities that you're doing or whatever. You have quick links that get you from wherever you are to wherever you're going really easily. So you can click that. So we were back in the me page. So we'll go back to the me page, and you start with this core authentic values sort of evaluation, and this is something we do every 6 months to a year. It changes, don't worry. So then you have your core authentic values here. You have Spark Practice as an intentional practice, and then when you click on the me, you're going to transfer it actually to this page, and up. There we go. You're going to transfer it to this page, which is really your look at yourself and kind of your life and what is going on at this point. You have your core authentic values and stuff, but you also have what I call my full life intentions, because we really want our practice to fit into our real lives. And so it's a sustainable process and practice and ongoing relationship with ourselves. So then we have some game changers at the bottom. And then it takes us into the project. So it's again this project tab on the side. And behind that page is also the review when you're done with the 100 days. But if you're going along with 100 days of Spark practice as well, it has the weeks and the subjects of our hangouts. You can say what my goal is for this week and the other stuff going on. So again, it ties in with your real life. So then we get into, like we said, we go back to page 2. So now we're up through the quick start guide and the setup level 2, which is a little bit more deep. The core authentic values exercise is actually something we did during the first hangout. So you can go find the video of that in the Spark Practice community. You can sign up for that for free. And if you have the practice journal, then you actually have a step further in this sort of guided self-reflection that helps you set up this project even more profoundly. Ta-da! Okay, so when we're up and running, then we get into, we have our project page, which is over here in the project tab. But we also have our weekly, daily page and daily pages. Now, the weekly page, there are 2 weekly pages. There's a weekly preview and a weekly review. The preview, and you can see even from our 100 days of practice main page, that's just my iPad. Sometimes the side doesn't really work. You can see that everything lines up perfectly. So like we're in week 1 right now, I go to the end, week 1, here we go. And so I have my exciting upcoming week 1 that talks about intentional practice as a practice, what my intentions are, stuff like that, so that I'm always reminding myself like what's going on and where I'm trying to go with all this. What's going on in this week, sort of what's going on day by day, and then my full life intentions. I started filling this out and then I got too excited, so I started making this video because I'm cool like that. Okay, so the way that this is linked up, today is Tuesday, for example. I can just click on the Tuesday, and it'll take me to my inspiring day. Now, this initial page, and there are 5 pages per day, so it goes pretty deep if you want to. And again, the practice journal is there so that you can use it as much or as little as you want. It doesn't matter. It'll be there. Use it in a way that's supportive and nice to you. And of course, if you have any questions, I love questions. I love questions. Please just reach out to me. Instagram is probably the easiest. All right. So on our day page, we actually are thinking about what's going on in the rest of our life. We have, our big goal and wish for today. I don't like to do to-do lists. I like to do to-wish lists. That hopefully they get done and all of that stuff, but whatever. Then our day by hour, and it goes from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. We're musicians, and so those kind of days happen, and they kind of happen regularly. So I wanted to make sure that we have that. And then a place for our mood, resistance or stuff that's going on just sort of in the back of my mind to be able to get it out and say like, okay, do I need to deal with this or not? And then space to play. This can be doodles. This can be like little things I'm thinking of. This could be a quote that I saw that I think is so cool, whatever comes to mind. And then again, we're checking in with our full life intentions. And to rocket launch my day, I'm going to be looking forward to something, and hopefully I'll have something to be grateful for as well. So we have this like regular day stuff integrated into this, so you don't have to go between a bunch of different planners either. Okay, so this is our practice day. So, in Spark Practice, and there are videos about this, the Spark Practice formula video is like one of the first videos on Instagram. It's on Facebook, it's on the website, it's on YouTube. If you can't find it, that's totally fine. Let me know and I will send you a link. So we have our objectives, we plan out our practice sessions, we keep track of our 2 challenges, and then at the end, we track what went well. Also, we have this handy little QR code, which takes us to the practice timer on the website. So you can have your practice journal with with all of your sessions planned out and whatever, however many you're doing that day. And then also just like scan with your phone or whatever. So you have the practice timer up and running as well. Then behind this, we have 3 pages of freehand that I have put as notes, thoughts, musings, and mysteries. Because if you follow along with the Artist Way or stuff like that, we have our morning pages, which are at least 3 pages of freehand. And so this is just a quick way to put it all together so you're not running between a bunch of different journals. And I like to be able to write with freehand, but you can also type it. You can do kind of whatever you want. Okay, so then if we go back to our weekly page, then you can see like that was pretty in depth for one day. And every day has, I guess I have to click and hold. Okay. Every day has this setup. So for the 100 days, you get this daily pack, and it ties back to a weekly pack. And at the end of the week, at the end of Sunday, you can just go into, oh, it just keeps going. Okay. Well, there's your weekly review somewhere that is usually linked to from, I think it might be on the project page. Anyway, that's pretty cool too. So you can see how it ties together from your daily page to your weekly page, up into your project plan, up into the full 100 days of Spark practice. And then at the end, there are a couple really cool things to keep in mind. We have at the end, as in at the end of the project, there are a couple of review pages that keep all of this back into perspective and see kind of what you got out of it. But then also at the end of the planner, at the end of, come on, I don't know why okay. At the end of the practice journal, you'll see that there's this very cool button on the bottom on the side navigation that says bonus. Now, this is the Game Changers bonus worksheets. This is like a secret fun zone. You have a little bit of a mini performance assessment. We'll have deeper performance assessments pretty soon on the website, but this is a really cool way for you to just check in with yourself and appreciate what's going well in your playing and appreciate where you want to maybe put a little bit more attention. But then you have two really amazing things, which are the lesson booster, which you can take to your lessons, or you can take to your lessons as a teacher or a student. And the Better Lessons Now workshop is online, but also we're doing Better Lessons Now as a mini thing during one of the hangouts. I think it's like week 6 or 7. And of course we have the Spark Practice Level 2 course coming out, which is new. Yay! For March. I think it's March and the beginning of April. And that, like the Foundations class, which is February through the beginning of March, counts for Suzuki teacher training credit if you are into that. Okay, so then back to this. And then another really cool thing we have is the performance and recording evaluation. Now, this is new and I haven't talked about it yet, but it's just a way for you to kind of check in with what's going on in your performances and recordings, because sometimes it's really hard to have an objective look, and I personally hate listening back to recordings and don't feel like I'm being particularly objective about it. And I very much struggle with saying what went well. So this ties back in, it has different practice strategies, and of course, like going back to the Spark Practice tab, you have a place to house your favorite practice strategies. So all of that fits together in the sort of theoretical way. It ties in with who you are and what your priorities are. It ties in with this project, which is like a medium-term project, and it lasts 3 months, which ties in with your week, which ties in with your day. So the whole idea of this is that it's super duper functional and it's super easy to scroll around, get around, and I hope you really, really enjoy it. Again, you can go back to the Spark Practice link will take you through the how to use the journal. The Lightning Spark is really the home page of the journal. Then you have these different areas of how to use Spark Practice, what's going on with you what's going on with the project, and then how to use it over time, and then the special bonuses at the end. So I hope you love it. I hope you buy it. I hope that you buy it for your friends if you want. And yeah, we'll see you really soon. Join the 100 Days of Spark Practice Challenge for free in the community. There are instructions to sign up for that. And the emails we've sent out in Instagram, Facebook, and on the website, it's for free. And you get access to the practice room, which is our unique online community for the 100 days of the challenge, and the after party, and there are prizes, and it'll be really fun. So enjoy. I'm super duper proud of this. I have been working on this for a really long time, and I hope you love the practice journal from Spark Practice as much as I do. Have a good day. Happy practicing.